Hi, this is Fran from Crystal Clear Tarot with Francesca, and today I am going to be showing you what you would receive in a reading if you booked a time with me. So I have a client who has been really watching most of my live videos, and she's commented a few times on how she would love to have a reading. So today I've asked her if I could use one of her questions to show everybody what it's like to get a reading. So her name is Erlinda, and I'm just going to wait a few minutes for her to join me. But what I can tell you is once I know what your question is, I usually like to pick some crystals to really have with me during the reading. Now, as you can see, I have lots of crystals all around, but I've brought two to the forefront, okay? Erlinda's question is about a health situation, and it's also about protecting her family, okay? So because of that, I immediately went to the Black Obsidian, okay? Black Obsidian is a crystal of protection, okay? So since Erlinda is asking me about her health situation and how it's going to affect her family, if it's going to affect her family, I've decided to use the Black Obsidian just to have its energy up front. I always like to have the angel light with me because I do believe in speaking to the angels as well as spirit. So we have the angel light up front. Always have my amethyst, no matter what your question is. I like to hold that in my hands for just a few seconds before I start. And then the last one I just pulled out recently is the orange calcite. And I don't know if this is what this crystal is known for, but when I see this, I get the feeling of good health, positivity. Orange always makes me think of power, being strong. So because Erlinda has asked a question about her health situation and how it's going to affect her family, I have decided to use these crystals. And when I say use, I just mean to touch them basically, just to get their energy before I shuffle the cards. So Erlinda should be with us. I see there's one person with us, but I don't know who it is. So I'm going to start the reading, and then Erlinda can join us when she comes online, okay? So the first thing I do is I ask, you'll send me a question to answer, or maybe more than one question, depending on which reading you purchase. And the first thing I decide is what kind of layout am I going to do for this reading. So for Erlinda's question, I'm going to do a situation, action, and outcome layout, but I'm going to extend it. Usually that's just a 3-card reading, but I like to build on 3-card readings because 3-card readings are the ones I do for quick questions, and I'm planning this to be about 20 to 30 minutes long, this reading, okay? So I'm going to start with the energy oracle cards, okay? I just want to see where we're at. So I'm going to start by asking, could I have one card for the situation that Erlinda and her family are facing? Wow. Okay. So that jumped out. Could I have a card for the action that is suggested for Erlinda to take to help with her family situation? Actually, I'm not going to turn that over yet. And then the last card, before I could say it, the last card is for the outcome, possible outcome. Okay, so I'm just going to move my crystal ball over here. All right, so I have my basis for my reading here. So the first card is Broken Hearts. Okay, so it could be that Erlinda's situation has to do with her circulatory system. That doesn't have to be. But whatever it is, it's really something that has broken her heart. Okay, now I'm going to start talking like I'm talking to Erlinda. Okay, so Erlinda, whatever this issue is, it's something that it's not so much that you're scared for yourself. I feel like most of your worry has been centered around what's going to happen to my family. Okay, that was, basically the gist of your question. So I feel like you've spent a lot of time agonizing over this. Okay, this is describing the situation, so you definitely have, shed tears over it. This card in particular, it has a T here in the corner. For some reason, I think that's important. I don't know why. You may be able to think of a reason why T is important. Maybe one of your kids' names starts with T, or maybe you're thinking the word trouble or terrible, or you're terrified. I just think that, that's not a coincidence that that T is in the corner. Okay, so that's the situation. And it's obvious that this heart has been, beat up on. You can see a scar here. You can just tell that this has been pummeled a bit. Okay. To me, this means this has been a long-standing issue with your health. Spirit's telling me that you've tried to do lots of different things to fight whatever this health condition is. But this crack in the middle, to me, that's more your worry over your kids and your family situation. Okay. Let's see what action Spirit says that you should take. Angel of love. Okay, so first of all, Spirit's telling me you have a lot of angels around you, but there's one in particular, and we'll try to find out who that is for you. There's one in particular that is watching over you. Okay, so you notice that you got the card of the broken heart, and now this angel of love is holding a heart. Okay, that's not a coincidence. Okay, let's see what Spirit's telling us. Okay, in order to take care of your family, you have to first take care of whatever this illness is. You have to think of yourself and your health first. You are receiving energy from Spirit. If you don't already, talk to the angels or to God, whatever is in your religious or spiritual beliefs, please start conversing. Okay? I have a feeling you already do that, but you do have one specific angel, and we're going to pick some more cards and see if we can figure out who that is. It might be a loved one. It might just be an angel who's been assigned to you, It could be your guardian angel. So the first action that I get is you need to stop crying over what's going to happen to your family. And you got to first focus on what you need to do to beat this illness. I'm sure you're doing this already, but if you're a mother, you're probably putting your kids' feelings above everything else, okay, which is what moms do, okay? But please do focus on yourself. Okay, we have an outcome here. Third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. You got a lot of angels around you. Okay, Chamuel is the archangel that deals with the solar plexus, the power. Okay? You have the power to beat this whatever this health condition is. You are going to be able to harness what you need to get through it. Okay? This here is the heart chakra, and yellow or gold, whatever, you see this as, that's the color of the heart chakra, and it's the color of power. Okay? So the outcome that you will have, if you can focus on yourself, is you're going to feel yourself get stronger. And then as you get stronger, solutions are going to come to you. Whatever the little issues, well, they're probably not little. whatever the problems are associated with the family, you're going to find that those solutions come quicker to you. And you're going to feel strong enough to do whatever that solution says. So there was a reason that this orange citrine was calling to me. Obviously, Spirit knew that I was going to be pulling the third chakra. To me, this is that power I was talking about. Erlinda, if you weren't here at the beginning of the video, I talked about this gives me a sense of power. This citrine, I don't know if that's the actual energy associated with it, but I know the energy I get when I hold this. This is a feeling of power. So far, the one outcome that I see is that you're going to become more powerful and you're going to be able to handle what comes up. As long as you remember, you got to put mama first for a while. Okay? All right. So the next deck of cards that I'm going to use, and I will always introduce which cards I'm using when you get a personal reading. These are the Wisdom of the Oracle cards. Now, I picked these cards, especially these two sets, because this is like a, I don't want to say it's a serious situation because I think all of your questions are serious. But when it comes to health questions, when it comes to being very worried about another person in your life, these are my go-tos because they give, first of all, the Spirit gives me really clear messages when I use them. And they tend to have cards that jump, which I like. If you've been watching me for a while, you know I like it when they jump out or when one card kind of separates itself from the others. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw another card to describe your situation or to maybe give you a little more insight into what you're dealing with. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Okay, so that's going to clarify the first card. Now, can you give me another action that Erlinda can take to assure that everything will be all right with her children and herself? Whoa. All right, we're going to put that back. We're going to use that one there. And Spirit, can you give me another outcome? I'm going to have to move the citrine over. And to be honest, I don't know if I'm going to shuffle on camera or not when you get readings. I've done it for some clients. They like it. But I don't like the time that it takes because it takes away from the reading time, which I don't want to do. So I would probably shuffle these ahead of time, pull them, and then all you would see is the cards coming over. Okay? Oh, this one. Okay. All right, let's see what Spirit has to say. Unfinished symphony. Okay. Well, first of all, I don't feel, Erlinda, I mean, I'm not a doctor, and I'm not pretending to be one. I'm not giving medical advice. But I do feel what this card is telling me is that one of the things in the situation that's worrying you is that it's a very serious condition, okay? You have things to do in this lifetime, okay? So what Spirit is saying is that you're going to have that time to do it. Now, you have a 10 here, and to me, 10s represent the end of a cycle. In tarot, that's what it means usually. You know, you're going through a cycle. So right now, your situation is one where your attitude is going to be paramount, okay? You have to be optimistic. You have to do what the doctors tell you to do. And you have to do what Spirit is telling you to do here. Okay, putting yourself first for a little while. We'll see what else Spirit has to tell us. Okay, but very clearly, you are not meant to be leaving this lifetime anytime soon. Okay? You have things to do. All right? Angel of Love was your first piece of advice. Wow, higher power. Spirit really, really wants you to reach out. You've got two really spiritual cards here for your actions, okay? If you're not a praying woman, or if you're not someone who talks to Spirit, or if you're afraid to talk to Spirit, break through that, because I can already tell you, because higher power's here, this was already planned out for you ahead of time. I know that's kind of a terrible thing to hear about being ill, but this is something that your higher power already has a solution for. If you look right here, you see this light coming up? This is our third eye, okay? I think that if you start doing meditations or start praying specifically for your health, I think you're going to get some answers, and I think you're going to get some of that peace. I don't know why you would think, and I don't know if this is true, but if you think like God has forgotten you, or the universe is doing something terrible to you, flip it, okay? The universe, maybe there's a lesson to learn through all this, but I think it's about how strong. I think the lesson has to do with how strong you are. I'm not talking about a lesson like, you deserve this because you did this. That's horrid. That would never come from universe, okay? That would never come from Spirit. I think this is more a lesson about not only how strong you are, but now Spirit's telling me your kids are a lot stronger than you think they are. Even if they're little, they're strong little souls. And okay, thank you, Spirit. I literally heard, don't forget, I'm watching over them too. Okay, you're watching over them too. So you do have God, or whatever you believe in. You have Spirit watching over you as well. So you just need to have a little more faith, and to up your communication with Spirit. Doesn't mean, you haven't gone to church enough, or you haven't gone to temple enough. No. It just means to have simple conversations with God, or with Spirit. I don't like to use just one word. I do believe in God, but I know a lot of people don't. So whatever you believe in, that's out there. All right. Now for the outcome, we said one outcome is that you're going to get stronger. You're going to realize how much stronger you are. You're going to have the power to not only help yourself, but in the end, help your family. Imagine. Ooh. Yeah, here's the lesson. When you beat whatever this is, or when you learn how to control whatever this illness is, wow, the possibilities are going to be endless, and that's what you're going to feel. Look how hopeful this card is. Oh, I just got chills from that. Your attitude is going to completely change. If you look at both of these cards together, they're just so beautiful. You're just going to have light coming from you. You're going to know when you get through this, you're going to know that you can get through anything. It's going to change your life. It really is. I really feel that's the lesson. Okay. So for our last row, did I decide what I was going to do? Yeah, I think I'm going to use the Moonology cards. Oh, you know what? I changed my mind. Thank you, Spirit. I just noticed my Angel Answers cards. I'm going to use these. Okay? Because there's so much angelic presence in this reading. I mean, there's always angels around, but I really feel like we can get some clear answers from this deck. So for Erlinda's situation, her health situation. Oh, okay. All right. Well, you got a yes card. Yes, there are a lot of angels around. Okay, Erlinda. Very nice. Let's go to the action. And I have to say, these don't jump out as much as the others do, but that one came out when I made that statement. So there's definitely a lot of angels here with us. Okay, we'll look at that in a minute. Okay. Okay. So your yes card for your situation. This goes back to the broken heart here, okay? You have to just accept the fact that you have this illness, okay? I feel like you're struggling against the illness, which of course we want you to fight whatever it is. But just accept that there's a reason that it came into your life, okay? When you do that, you're going to get more in the flow of life, and you're going to find the ways to better deal with this health situation, okay? Again, you have angels around you in this situation. You're completely protected. If you don't... If you've never done a meditation, one I would really like for you to do is to Archangel Michael. And in those, usually they, and if you don't want to do a meditation, you can just say, Archangel Michael, please surround me with your white light of protection. You know, when you have a scary doctor's appointment or when you're feeling really low, okay, call to Archangel Michael, all right? He'll help you dispel any of that negative energy and protect you from other energy. That's why I picked the obsidian, because it does the same thing for you. Okay? All right, so let's put it in there. And of course, this yes is, you know, this is a yes to life. This is not just a yes to the other things. Look at all the gold around here. Okay, remember, gold is the power. That's the solar chakra, solar plexus chakra. I always forget to say plexus. Solar plexus chakra. So another action. Oh my gosh. Yes. Wow. So you got not only yes, so, you know, accept that you have this illness, but accept that you're protected by angels. And then you have another yes. So what action does this yes represent? All right, so you've got both the power of the sun with you and the power of the moon. Okay, so you need to accept that there are going to be days where you feel very powerful, like the sun's golden energy, and there are going to be days where it's going to be a struggle. To me, the moon is always mysterious and struggles. So you still have some challenges ahead of you. But remember that you can balance it all out. You have the power. And as far as the situation with your children I really feel, you know, there are going to be good days ahead. There are going to be some that are a little bit hard, but it's going to work out in the end. They're going to have, you know, the word balance when it comes to your children, especially if they're young children, to me, that's a very positive thing. That's what kids need. They need balance. You know, they need routines. I'm sorry, that's the teacher in me coming out. But you really need to accept that whatever bad days are ahead, you have the power to help your kids through it. And we've already said that your kids are also being looked out for by this angel of love and by the higher power. Wow, double yeses. Well, that's beautiful. Now, if you happen to be thinking of a question when I was going through this last row and you get yes, you know, consider that a message from the angels as well. Always use your intuition when you're listening to these readings. So, Erlinda, when you go back and watch this reading again, make sure you see if there's a specific question that you have that you had at that time. No, I didn't say that right. No, that's not what I wanted to say. When you rewatch this video, use your intuition to see if other messages come to you. Because those are the messages that you should be listening to, even over mine. Okay? And everyone should do that when you get a reading. So for the outcome, let go. Yeah. So you're trying to control the outcome too much. Okay? So what you're going to realize by the end, you're trying to fix too many things at once. Okay? The outcome is going to be a positive outcome if you can just go with the flow a bit, not try to obsess over every little thing that's going on around you. Remember, the focus is on you. Okay? If you do that, you're going to be able, you'll see that you won't have to be the only one that's strong, that has this power. Your kids are going to be, they're going to be surrounded with this energy of love and power, and, I can do it. No matter what happens. Let go might bring a different reaction inside of you, okay? You can listen to it unless it's a reaction that makes you fearful. If it's a fearful reaction, that's your ego. That's the human side of you. That is not, what am I trying to say? That is not a message from spirit. Okay? When you follow your intuition, that's messages from spirit, and it should make you feel uplifted. Okay, so I'm sure we're way past the amount of time, but just like on a real reading, that's going to happen. So the last thing I wanted to do is just to pull a few charms. And this is something new that I've started. I'm just going to pull a few for today. Okay, so here's the apple. I was hoping something related with health would come out. All right, to me, the apple is the symbol of good health. Okay, so from my lips to God's ear, okay? Now you have leaves. Leaves represent partnership to me. So I don't know if there's someone else involved with the caring of your children. I don't know if you have a partner, but there's someone, a best friend, maybe a minister, someone who's willing to really help you, especially when it comes to this depending on a higher power. So search out who that person is, or maybe you know who it is already. You can let me know. Okay, so there's a partner out there for you to help you through this. This might be your doctor, this might be your main doctor, someone who you've trusted for a long time. And the last one I have is a little lizard. I don't know why, but this is making me think of your children. So lizards, it's to me, because they would freak me out in real life, but this kind of lizard, to me, it's like a symbol of like unending energy. It just seems to me like, the tongue's going in and out, and they have the scaly skin. So to me, it makes me think of something indestructible and like full of energy. So this just could represent how your children are going to be in the outcome position. Once you have handled this illness, I just really feel like they're going to thrive and be indestructible, because you're all going to learn that lesson that you can get through anything as long as you have spirit on your side. And even when you think you don't have spirit on your side, guess what? Spirit's still there. Okay. Erlinda, if you're on, I'm not sure because I don't, I haven't seen your name pop up. If you're on, can you let me know if you have any questions right now? So for everybody else, what I usually do is I allow up to 2 follow-up questions. So you would email me the questions because I wouldn't be doing it live like this. I would answer those follow-up questions. And if I felt I needed to use the cards to help me, I would send you a picture of the cards. Okay, now there's no one on, so I'm going to end it here. If you have any questions about my readings, feel free to reach out to me. You can message me through Facebook, Crystal Claire Tarot with Francesca, and I also have a YouTube channel by the same name. All right, thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.